I'm not attracted to her boobs. It was just that, she's got this cool, thing going on where.
Are we?
Oh, yeah. Hey, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. It's Ned.
Chichai.
And we are My Philippine Dreams. Today is April 4th, 2020. It is 10 a.m. here on Manila time, even though we are down in Dumaguete City. And I did a live stream yesterday saying that we were going to talk about some of the things that are going on here in the Philippines as a result of this dreaded malady that has swept across the world. So that's what we're going to do. First off, how you doing?
Look at my face.
Your face looks fine. You look like Selena Gomez.
No, it's getting fat.
It's getting a little chubby, yeah, but we're all getting a little chubby. I think this is a result of being locked in because of the dreaded malady that is sweeping across the globe. Because basically all you have to do is sit around and eat, especially when your wife is a good cook. So I've been doing the intermittent fasting, I'm up to like 213 right now. When I had dengue, I was down at 193. So thanks for all the cooking. Oh yeah, her latest thing is these things called tuna pies. Yeah, so basically it's bread,
and
tuna, mayonnaise, onion,
cheese,
and
eggs.
then you smush the bread together. Then you fry it like a pie. So it's like one of those pizza pockets or whatever, but it's tuna fish and it's delicious. But it's all mayonnaise and oil from frying. All right, first off, let's make sure this is actually working and we're streaming. Oh, okay, we are. Good afternoon, good everybody who's watching. Good morning, everybody. Blue, I'm sorry to hear about your neck. That sounds like a pain in the neck. I can feel your pain because I have issues with my neck too. All right, so let's look at where we're at right now. Literally where we're at right now is sitting at home like we've been doing for the last couple weeks, pretty much. Cases, and we're not going to say the name of the malady that's sweeping across the globe because we get gigged by YouTube on that. But at present time, as of yesterday, there was 3,018 cases and 136 deaths in the Philippines. This compares to the United States, which is about 280,000 cases as of this point and nearly 8,000 dead. So it's much worse in the United States right now. And I guess a lot of it has to do, I guess what they're concluding is it has to do with testing. And the sooner you start the testing process and you start isolating people and tracing who they were in contact with, the better off you are. So that's where we are right now. We're under, it's called an enhanced community quarantine. Is that what it's called? And somebody says, do you have a pass?
No, not yet. Not yet, right?
No. How come we don't have passes?
I don't know, but my sister who lives in Motong already have hers.
Yes, her sister lives in the other pink house in Motong, which is not too far from us, and they have their passes, but we don't have our passes yet. The barangay, it's up to the barangay to pass out these passes.
And I think the passes of Dumaguete is not enough because some of the people are complaining on group on Facebook that they're just borrowing
other people's
passes.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been trying to get my motorcycle plate license for the past 3 years. I haven't got my little sticker. I haven't got my sticker yet, so this isn't looking too good. I guess today, if you want to go out, you have to go to the barangay hall and get some sort of certification or something. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but that's where we are right now. All right, let's talk about medical care. And this is one of the concerns that I'm going to be having in the Philippines as this thing ramps up. Because over the past 11 days ago in the Philippines, they had 500 cases. Now they have 3,018 cases. Testing kits are here. They're starting to use those, so the numbers are going to go up like they did in the United States when they finally started doing testing. But let's look at the number, and this is coming from Philstar and GMA News. As this was April 3rd, 2020, so this is numbers as of yesterday. The Department of Health has disclosed the number of ventilators in the Philippines, and they only have 1,263 ventilators. The population of the Philippines is approximately 105 million people. Italy and Spain, which each of those have over 6 times the Philippines' ventilator inventory, had reached their threshold weeks ago. This is what happened in Italy, and this is what happened in Spain. Hospital staffs were instructed to prioritize patients with highest chances of surviving, as there were no more life-saving machines. Choosing who was to live or die, anguished doctors had to pull out oxygen tubes from elderly patients for use on younger ones. Basically, what they had to do, and this is what they do during like wars and stuff, big battles, they had to triage people who has the most likelihood to survive. And unfortunately, the older people didn't have a high likelihood, so they pulled the ventilators from them. New ventilator stocks for the Philippines are supposed to arrive from abroad in June. Again, today is April 4th, and they're expecting new ventilator stock to arrive in June. By then, the 75,000 infectees that the World Health Organization Philippines anticipates might have already coalesced. So they're saying that the numbers are going to be going up here. As for hospital beds, there's 105 million people in the Philippines. They have 70,000 hospital beds, but only 4,300 of those are for ICU. The barangay captain's not around. Matter of fact, when I went there yesterday to the barangay hall, all they had was a sign saying, we're going to pass out the passes. So they weren't even there.
But until now, they're not doing it.
Yeah, there's no passes as of now. So we're just sitting in the house and eating food and watching TV. Now here's a lot of the hospitals in the Philippines are already overwhelmed just with the limited quote unquote limited number of cases they have now. Makati Medical is at capacity and is no longer taking cases. Other hospitals that are overwhelmed are University of Santo Thomas Hospital, Medical City Hospital, and St. Luke's Medical Center. Keep in mind that this information was from March 24th, when the Philippines only had 500 cases. 11 days later, that's today, and the country has over 6 times that number. All right, so, yeah, that they only have 1,263 ventilators is kind of concerning. I mean, in New York City, they need tens of thousands of them, I guess, because it's getting ready to peak over there. And they're having problems acquiring stuff just for the city of New York. How many people live in New York? Anybody know? It's over a million. How many people? There's a lot of people in New York City. So that's the deal. And we are at enhanced community quarantine, waiting on our passes. And there's been a bunch of restrictions that came down as a result of this enhanced community quarantine. This is nationwide. And there's 10 million people in New York. All right. 10 million people? 19 million? There's a lot of people in New York City. It's a big city. I love New York City. I hate the New York Mets, though. All right, so basically the quarantine that the Philippines is having, traveling through air, sea, and land is restricted only to diplomats, uniformed workers, and those who do a humanitarian work. People who are going outside the Philippines through Luzon are only limited to overseas Filipino workers, so OFWs can still leave the country to go work, and foreigners. Banks and money transfer and utility providers are also open. Business product outsourcing, like call centers and that type of stuff, they can stay open, but they have to have social distancing and maintain skeleton crews because BPOs are a huge part of the Philippines economy.
But some of the BPO companies, they're sending their employees to work at home. So they are giving them the computers and everything. Yeah.
And hopefully they have high speed internet at home so they can work.
The company is the one who's giving it to them.
So the company is giving them high speed internet.
Yep.
Interesting. So that's banking, hotels and other businesses. All this stuff is closed across the Philippines. The only people who can use hotels are foreigners and people that are doing long-term stays in there. Sure, that's a little crazy. Religious services, all that stuff, spiritual activities have to be broadcast live through the internet, television, or radio. And also the secretary the DFA announced on March 19th the suspension of visas and visa-free privileges to foreigners coming into the Philippines. Exceptions to this rule include foreign spouses and children, provided that the foreign spouse and children are traveling with the Filipino national. So that's the situation. Now, locally, and I did some video on this yesterday when I went into town while you were sleeping. Locally, people are really following the quarantine. The streets of Dumaguete were deserted yesterday. I was able to get in, and people are really following the guidelines. And it's a spider. There's a spider up there. I don't like spiders. So the people in Dumaguete are following it pretty strongly, and they're following the guidelines, and they're taking it seriously. So that's good, because at this point, again, if this stuff starts blowing up, the Philippines is in trouble because they just don't have the medical capacity to deal with it in the long term. And I wouldn't want to be higher level government officials in the Philippines right now as this continues to get worse. So we can still go to grocery shopping. Those are still open. Pharmacies are still open. Banks are still open. But most restaurants are closed. What is that delivery service? Food Panda.
Yeah, Food Panda.
Food Panda is still open. What else is open?
Jollibee delivery.
Jollibee delivery is open.
Because there's no delivery in backup. Honey, it's just a small spider.
It's gonna murder me. Yeah, Food Panda's doing really well. They picked up. I mean, Food Panda started up in Dumaguete just a couple months ago, maybe a month ago, like literally right before this thing started. So that when you're out in the street, that's all you're seeing is the pink boxes and the pink shirts. Matter of fact, I might spray paint my box on my bike pink and get a pink shirt and just pretend to be a Food Panda guy. Yeah, Grab Food's doing well.
Is there any Grab Food here in Dumaguete? I think only Food Panda.
I don't know, but Food Panda's banking, man, banking. Whoever is in charge of that locally here, they're making some good money. So yeah, we're still waiting on the passes. I'm gonna head down to the Barangay Hall later on today, see what's going on with that. We have a good stock of food. Actually, the supermarkets, you haven't seen it because you haven't been out, but when they announced that they were going to be doing this enhanced community quarantine, everybody and their brother went to the supermarket. So there was lines outside the supermarkets, and it literally took hours to get in there, and that was a little crazy. Same thing for the pharmacy and also the bank, because people are trying to pull out pesos because they're not sure what's going to happen. So again, people are taking this seriously. Everybody's wearing masks. They're not wearing motorcycle helmets still, but they're wearing their masks. So that's good. And even in the United States now, they're finally saying, okay, yeah, it's good to wear masks. It can't hurt. And again, because when people cough and stuff, the droplets go out. It's not good to do around. White Dog 17 says, stay home. Why leave if you don't have to? Very good point. We got stockpiles of food. We got lots of tuna fish for tuna pies. We got carbonara coming out of our butts.
Yeah, because
you made like 7 pounds of it the other day. So yeah, if anybody needs carbonara and you're in the area, feel free to swing by. We got lots of that. We got all the basics. Yesterday I went and bought peanuts, because I like to fry these peanuts with garlic, and I bought 6 bags of these because these are a really good snack. I love these, and they're sort of healthy for you. Who's got the best peanuts, baby?
You.
I got the best peanuts. My peanuts are really good, and they're sort of healthy. It's a good snack, so I went out and bought those. Also, yesterday, honey, what's this?
I'm sorry.
Oh, this used to be our spatula. This is a spatula, and that our dog, because somebody left it out, Bridget got a hold of, and now it's just a stick with lots of tooth marks.
I've been looking for this the whole time.
You were looking for it. I know where it was. Bridget was eating it. The rest of it's in her belly. Let's see. Okay. Other people are saying that, okay, once the enhanced community quarantine went into effect, the line started going down. James Browning says our supermarket, 5 people in, 5 people out, so not crowded inside. Yeah, they're trying to keep the clustering of people down. Oh, did I say penis? I said penis.
Peanuts.
Peanuts. Peanuts. Penis. A salty penis. Spatula from China. Yeah, it's a wooden spatula from China. It used to be. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. So how are you feeling?
I'm always sleepy, always hungry.
Always sleepy, always hungry. And Baby Bean is no longer Baby Bean anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What is it now?
Baby squash.
Baby Squash. Yeah, you're getting big. You're starting to blow up. We're both getting big because you're pregnant and I like to eat food. And that's about all there is to do. Yeah. You went to bed at what time last night?
7:30.
7:30. That's awfully early for you. What time do you normally go to bed?
2.
2 in the morning. Right. So you went
Because after I ate my dinner last night, I'm falling asleep while watching the Tiger King.
Tiger King. Yeah, we watched episode 4
Yeah.
of Tiger King. And
Did you watch the?
No, I'm saving the rest to watch with you.
Okay.
So we're gonna. So yeah, right after Tiger King last night, she fell out. She went to sleep. I was shocked. I've never seen you go to bed that early.
Mm.
And your next appointment is when?
Doctor's appointment will be on the 6th, Monday.
I thought it was the 9th.
6th.
It's the 6th?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we can get those barangay passes to get to the hospital. Oh yeah, the hospital that I invested in. I mentioned this yesterday during the live stream. They're not taking any cases of the dreaded malady because they don't have personal protective equipment to deal with it. So that's not good. When you get the newest hospital with state-of-the-art equipment like state-of-the-art MRI, what's that baby scanner thing they use?
Ultrasound.
Ultrasound. They got all state-of-the-art stuff, but they don't have enough protective equipment to be able to deal with the dreaded malady. Oh, Earl Rule says good morning. Greetings from Springfield, Massachusetts. Springfield, Massachusetts' claim to fame is the Basketball Hall of Fame. Yeah, if you're into basketball, the Basketball Hall of Fame is a place to go to. White Dog 17 says, if all else fails, eat some of those loud, annoying roosters. Yeah, that's a good idea.
The roosters are not annoying anymore. The dogs are.
Yeah, our neighborhood's gotten bad with the dogs because we have Filipino hillbillies living behind us. I call them Philbillies. That's copyrighted. And they have a bunch of giant dogs in those little cages, and they're all crazy because it's like Belgian Malawans, German Shepherds, Doberman Pinschers, big dogs in these little cages. So they're just insane. So they just bark all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. Good afternoon, Victor. Baby belly looked like she doubled in size. My baby belly's gotten a little bigger too. Yeah, she's gotten big. She's getting big. And you hoping for a boy or a girl?
I'm hoping for
Hey, Sasha.
girl.
Sasha. You hoping for a girl?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, so you can have a mini-me? She wants a mini-me.
But I think the baby will be look like you because I'm always mad at you.
I hope the baby doesn't look like me. I mean, maybe my green eyes.
Yeah, your chin.
My chin. Not if it's a girl. You don't want this chin, because
Your
it'll look like
cheeks.
tomboy. My cheeks, my fat chubby cheeks.
Mm.
Judy Tato says they are breeding those big dogs. I don't know if they're breeding them or not. They just, they're dogs. So I guess maybe because they got to let them out of the cages to mate or do whatever they're doing. Because there's more of them. There's puppies now, and they're all barking all the time. It's crazy. I don't care if it's a boy or it's a girl. Like my mother said, as long as it's healthy, that's all I care about. As long as, because this is a rough time to be in your condition. So just as long as everything healthy and everything will be good. Roman John, hi from Tasmania, Australia. Greetings down under. Get me some Vegemite. Oh, by the way, on Tiger King, I guess they're going to be doing a live series or like a sitcom based on Tiger King. He's in jail, by the way. This guy, Joe Exotic, is one of the freakiest freaks I've ever freaking seen. And it's not just him. It's all the other people are wackos too. It's amazing that, and again, I miss the United States because I'm not going to be able to go there this year probably, unless it's like later this year. But that's America, and I forget sometimes that that's America. And so anyways, they're going to be doing a sitcom based on that. And an actor, David Spade, he wants David Spade, Joe Exotic, who's in quarantine, by the way. He wants David Spade to play him for the sitcom. So this guy's in prison, and he wants David Spade to play him. And if you know what David Spade looks like, they look very similar. So that's actually a good choice. Danny Williams says only 2% of us green-eyed people in the world. We're a rare breed. Yeah, and a lot of us, the green-eyed people, also have a lot of Neanderthal DNA.
You're like legendary Pokemon.
I'm like legendary Pokemon.
Because it's
You can see the age difference right there. It's like, huh? Pokemon, legendary Pokemon. Wait. John Green says, wait for the baby boom in 9 months from now because of the quarantine. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're going to have the corona boomers or something. I don't know what they're going to be calling it. Also, in the United States at least, crime has gone down because of social distancing and a lot of these bigger cities doing sit in place or shelter in place orders. But domestic violence cases have gone up because everybody's forced to be together all the time. And I guess it's wearing on some people and they're lashing out. What's it like? I mean, we were just married a month ago, and now we're stuck together 24 hours a day.
Is it bad?
You're asking me if it's bad?
Yeah.
No, it's great. I love it. I got 24-hour access to Selena Gomez. Who, by the way, and Selena Gomez is one of her idols. She's a performer that Chi admires, and I guess she just came out and just admitted she had bipolar. She's got lupus. She's a werewolf, and she's got bipolar. Roman John says they will call them Coronians. Absolutely. Bob J notes that not in the Philippines. There's no divorce. Nope, nobody will be getting divorced in the Philippines.
So you're stuck with me.
Mark Higgins, yeah, I'm stuck with you. Hey, there's worse things in life. Mark Higgins says huge amount of babies in December. Invest in Pampers. That's a good idea. There's worse fates than being stuck with you. How about being stuck with me? How am I? Living with me 24 hours a day.
It's fine.
Be honest.
Of course. But I'm very sensitive right now.
Very sensitive is an interesting way of putting it. That's very diplomatic.
Very emotional.
Yeah, pretty emotional. And getting a little...
What?
Weirder.
I'm not weird.
Getting weirder over time, man.
I'm not.
So yeah, you're getting a little sensitive. You're going through the hormone imbalances and all that stuff. But so it's okay being stuck with me 24 hours a day?
Of course.
Yeah. Let's see. Daniel and Dumaguete says he just watched the first episode. It gets better, bro. Wait till the second episode. Every episode's dropping something crazy. It's such a good documentary. As a matter of fact, as I'm watching it sometimes, I'm like, is this real or is this, you know what I mean? Was this all staged? Because, you know, a lot of reality TV is staged. Children of the Corona. Bruce Bogan says, haven't heard any shabu problems up there lately. No, but again, with drug addicts, they're going to find ways to get whatever they need and do whatever they need to do to get it. So I'm sure it's still out there. Tani Passetti says there is divorce if you can afford it, and it's rather lengthy of time before it's final. Actually, I can get divorced. I can go back to the United States, file for divorce, and get divorced from you.
So do you want?
No. It's only when we're still in our honeymoon phase. Honeymoon. Bob J says annulment is available for the rich. Not quite the same yet. Yeah. Carl says as soon as this virus is over, I'm going to Bataan to see my girlfriend. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are stuck. I was just messaging back and forth with a buddy yesterday. He's stuck in Australia. He can't come to the Philippines. She's here. Everybody's all stressed out. It's tough. Clintos says, what's the name of the show again? Is it on Netflix? It's called Tiger King. Tiger King. And it's not on Netflix. I think it's on Amazon Prime or something. I'm not sure. I just downloaded it from the internet. You guys know, BitTorrent, all that stuff. Matt O says, how many reported cases so far? As of today, we got 3,000 cases in the Philippines, 136,000 deaths. That's up quite a bit over the past 2 weeks. Mark Higgins says, I heard the first virus song on the radio yesterday. Yeah, we did, like the My Corona. She actually learned how to play it. I'm like, is she playing My Sharona? But it was for the to make fun of it. DB Coop says, I watched Tiger King because you recommended it. I cannot believe Florida is that backwards. Sasha, what do you think about Florida? And I hear you. Sasha wants to be with his girl and his son and CDO. Yeah, this is hard times for everybody, especially for families that can't be together. Is it on? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Thank you, Michael. Tiger King is on Netflix. So yeah, get Netflix and watch Tiger King. It's freaking awesome. That thing's gonna. Whoever produced that, whoever put that together, has got to get an Academy Award. Sasha hates Florida. I don't mind it, but then again, Sasha, I'm there only in usually April. It's springtime. The weather's clear, crisp. It's beautiful. It's so nice. And you got to, remember where I'm coming from. I live most of the year here, so Walmart, pizza, all that stuff. Danny Williams says it's better to be stuck here than stuck in North Carolina trying to get here. And we'll be getting a tax refund and stimulus check. Yahoo. Yeah. North Carolina is actually... I lived in North Carolina, Fort Bragg, for 3 years. I liked North Carolina a lot. Sasha says, no mountains and the people are worse there than New Jersey. Yeah, if you see Sasha's Facebook, it's just all, I hate Florida, I hate Florida, I hate Florida. But I think you're stuck there because of work or something. Yeah. I don't, Florida's okay. I like birds too, and you guys have all those hawks and raptors and all that stuff. All right. Do you have any concerns about what's going on right now?
Concerns.
Do you have any concerns? Is anything worrying you?
Just the family.
Your family, yep.
Yeah, and your mom and dad, of course.
Yep, my mom and dad in Florida.
Yeah.
Because they're in their 80s,
Mm-hmm.
and they're basically sheltering in place. So they're a very vulnerable population. But in their area, I guess there's no cases yet. But we hope for them. And also, Chichai, I don't know if you guys, I think down in the video description box, Chichai's channel. No, it's not. No. I lied. But she just did another video yesterday. She sang a song. What was it called?
Everyone Needs a Little.
Everyone Needs a Little. And it's a religious song.
That's for your mom and dad.
Yeah, and you did it for my mom and dad. And they love that you do that for them. And you got to start doing more videos. Maybe I should start doing more videos. Yeah, maybe not. Bang Your Head says, weed store is essential service in the States. Is it really? Wow, we've come a long way, America. And it took how long? I remember when I was working in prisons, we'd have a bunch of guys in for trafficking marijuana or cultivating marijuana and stuff. They were doing like 5-year, 10-year bids for distribution of marijuana. And now look at it. Yeah, Tom brings up a good point. 10% of Philippine deaths are doctors and nurses. And a quick shout out, again, recognition to all the healthcare professionals, all the frontline people, all the EMTs, all the delivery people, everybody that still has to go out there and do the things that they have to do to make our lives better and moreover, to save our lives. So God bless all of them. And I'm not religious, to the extreme, but God bless them. And I don't say that often, unless somebody sneezes. James Anderson says, Ned, been a subscriber for a long time and you look happy. Congrats to you both. Thank you. I'm happy.
You happy?
I'm happy. Kalipay ko. Kalipay kaayo ko. Roman John says, my fiancée is stranded in her office mate's house in Quezon City. That's not a good place to be, and can't travel to her family in Bulacan. She's okay with it, though. Yeah. Robbie Morris says, we're talking about weed. He says, still against the law, federal law. Yeah. Come on, man. We got bigger things to worry about. I think alcohol is a heck of a lot worse than weed. I think a lot's worse. All right, let's go into some of the other things that are going on here, because this is going. All right, direct payments. The United States, as everybody knows, if you're American, they're going to be doing direct payments to help people through this crisis, and it looks like they're going to be even doing more direct payments because this thing's going to take months in the United States. This isn't going to end anytime soon. And I mean, over the past 2 weeks in the United States, there's been over 10 million unemployment claims. So the Philippines is also doing direct payments. But documentation is delaying the release of what they call social amelioration funds. Congress has passed the Emergency Bayanihan Act in one day because people forced into community quarantine cannot earn a living. So the government is giving out 5,000 to 8,000 pesos that must be doled out to 18 million poor families nationwide. So those are the direct payments that the Philippines is trying to do right now. That is 100 to, what is 8,000 pesos? I don't know, to $140. So it looks like a one-time payment at this point. Also, barangay halls are giving out rice and trying to help out there. Let's talk about Facebook spam ads. Can you tell me what's going on with this Facebook spam ad stuff?
Like the giving iPhones, something like that.
Yeah, the giving of iPhones, laptops, Manny Pacquiao giving out money, Floyd Mayweather giving out money, The Rock giving out money, World Health Organization official site, all this stuff. I've never seen anything like it, and this just happened as soon as all the lockdowns occurred. There was all this Facebook spam shit going on, and unfortunately people are very gullible, so they're following the directions. And even if you respond and say, hey, it's a scam, don't bother, you get a message from whatever site, whatever Facebook page, scam site, and it says, hello, welcome, Ned. Congratulations, you have won HP laptop from HP Company. The last step is now to go and share our giveaway post to 10 Facebook groups. After that, send your home address and phone, and your phone will be delivered to your doorstep today. So they messed up this message because they start off, it's a laptop, and now it's saying it's a phone. And then at the end, it says, note in capital letters, note, you cannot cheat us. If you don't share, you will not get your laptop. So the level of bullshitness on Facebook in the Philippines right now, all these feeds, and everybody's falling for it. Everybody's so gullible, and they're sharing it with 10 other groups. And so that's all you see in the Facebook feed. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. So that's that. All right, let's talk about water. Let's talk about water in the Philippines. What's the water been like the last couple of days?
It's hot.
Yeah, literally for the last 2 days, we've had hot water coming out of the taps, which is indicative of...
Summer's starting.
Summer's starting. Yeah, my favorite time of the year in the Philippines. Usually I'm home. Well, not home, but I'm back in the United States for this. But if you've never been to the Philippines, summer can be a bit warm. Miserable, even. Like 24-hour aircon miserable. So the water's been getting hot, so it's like, okay, there's increased sun hitting it and all that stuff. We haven't had any rain. When's the last time we saw rain?
I think when our stop. Last time March, first week. Is it first week of March when we went to Bacolod for our honeymoon?
Yeah. The last time we saw rain was on the last day of our honeymoon. We were barreling back from Bacolod to Dumaguete City. And there was a low pressure area, and we got deluded. It was a veritable deluge of water. So that's the last time we've had water. So all the vegetation's dying, our lawn's dying, our dog keeps running around it and killing it even more. And I keep raking it because I'm bored, and we got lots of trees, so we got lots of leaves, so our lawn's dead. But what's happening A lot of time in the Philippines is in the summer. It's very dry. It's very hot. And when I say dry, I mean it's not like humid is low. It's the humid's super high. The temperatures are super high, but it's just not raining. So they have these what they call water catastrophes, water calamities. They don't call it. What do they call it up in Bacolod when there's water shortages? No idea.
No idea.
Okay. Yeah, here they call them water catastrophes, and it's not a good time to go to Cebu to go check out all the waterfalls because there's no water.
Yeah, because the last time we went there.
Yeah, the last
remember?
time it was a water catastrophe. They told
no
us.
waterfalls.
I'm like, this whole trip's a catastrophe. This whole trip to Cebu is a catastrophe. But so there's going to be increased demand for water, and that could be a problem. Oh, we just got a super chat. Thank you. Don't make me roll after it for the baby savings. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Also the problem is if there's water shortages, like up in Manila, they had water shortages and they had to go around and deliver water. And this was just like 5 months ago, 6 months ago. Also, a lot of the power here, especially down in Mindanao, is reliant on hydroelectric. They got a lot of hydroelectric in the Philippines. And when there's water shortages, they typically have a lot of rolling brownouts down in Mindanao. So if you got, enhanced community quarantine, people are basically locked down. They got no electricity. Water is short or non-existent. That could cause some problems over the next couple months. And that's not good. What about social unrest? Has there been any demonstrations or social unrest in the Philippines?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you got no. Filipinos don't. They really don't. Generally speaking, I'm going to stereotype here, and if you're Filipino, I apologize, but you guys really don't follow current events that much, do you?
No, I just follow memes.
You follow memes on Facebook. That's what they do. They follow memes on Facebook. All right. So the other day up in Quezon City, there was a demonstration. People were not getting food, and they weren't. And they needed just basic rice and stuff. This was in a squatter area. I'm not sure what squatter area it was. The police had to come in and break them up and crack some people's heads, and a bunch of people got arrested and stuff.
Oh, yeah, the one that you showed me?
Yeah, the one I showed you. Honey,
So...
started to get a little worried.
And also, I think some of the barangay staff only have a specific person that they're giving the relief goods. So because some of
Okay, there was claim again. We got to be careful about what you're reporting because you're passing on stuff from Facebook. There was claims that the barangay officials were taking.
It is not just on Facebook, Han, but it's.
Was it GMA News or anything?
No, it's the one city I know that they're doing that.
Okay, but again, we have to. Where is it coming from? What's the source of this?
My family.
Okay. All right, so there's claim, but they were also claiming that they were making shabu and King Kong. Yeah, okay, so that source is questionable. Because your family said that they were making, it was a King Kong at the Campus Tawahan.
But they said that it's not.
King Kong was closed because they were making shabu there. All right, so anyways. And of course, corruption is part of every national structure. It's pretty prevalent here in the Philippines. And so it looks like some of the barangay officials are taking before they give out or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a problem. So in response to that, I'm not going to get into the details on this, but a very high government official who you all know went out and said, if we're going to be very serious about enforcing law and order and the quarantine process and people obeying the stay-at-home stuff, and we'll use deadly force if our lives feel threatened or whatever. So people were, talking about that. That's an instance. So there is a potential formula for disaster here. And that's something that I'm concerned about. When you have summer here, you have increased power demand, you have decreased power supply because all the hydro is shutting down and they're forced to do long-term rolling brownouts. And those brownouts down in Mindanao can last days. You got social unrest, you got people unable to get food. You got people unable to go work. It's not like it's not like in the United States where the government is actually stepping up and stepping up quickly to try to help people out with extended unemployment compensation if you get laid off, direct payments. You're going to see more laws coming down, probably out of the House soon, with requests for rent deferrals and all kinds of stuff. So there's going to be more stuff going on. They can't do that here. They just simply don't have the budget. So there is some concern about what could happen here.
Mm.
What do you think about that?
What?
Yeah, she just woke up. I'm not going to drag you into. I'm not going to wake you up and drag you into any more
I
live
already
streams.
I sleep early last night, and then I woke up around 2:30.
Then you went back to sleep. Okay. Yeah. Tony Bossetti says, "Boy, you got some good. You got some in-laws. Good times." White Dog 17 says, "We need to send that message in the U.S. We have certain groups of people not abiding by social distancing." Yeah, I guess, and that's super important here right now because they got to really try to contain this as well as they can, and hopefully by the time it really blows up here, some of the pressure will be taken off some of the other countries around the world, and they can assist countries like the Philippines with medical equipment, medical aid, and that stuff, because this is a worldwide issue. This is global. Pandemic. Bernard Jones, okay, we're not going to respond to that. Matt O says, "Is there a flu season there?" I think there's a flu season everywhere in the world. I'm not sure. Curtis Powell says, "Hey Ned, I'm one of your original subscribers. Generally happy for both of you. I know this will be a cool, smart baby coming to rent a condo in Cebu near Ayala. Hope to meet up and buy a great lunch." Okay, I don't know when that's going to happen. Yep, uniquely extra, social distancing and frequent hand washing with soap and water for 20 seconds. And what do we do while we're washing our hands?
Sing happy birthday.
We sing happy birthday. We've gotten really good at singing happy birthday. The Philippine version of happy birthday without the name. Tony Bassetti says, "When you have the flu in the Philippines, it is very difficult to cope." Yeah. Rob T says, "Have you been keeping up with Joe Rogan? Lately, his guests have been kind of boring, mostly his friends." I don't listen to his podcast anymore. I used to listen to it. Matter of fact, again, I am now super hardcore into podcasts. I love podcasts. I listen to them when I'm working, when I'm doing chores, running around. I love listening to podcasts. And he's basically set the standard. And he still does a great job. I just don't have the time to listen to all the podcasts that I want to listen to. So I focus on the ones that I'm really interested in. Do you listen to podcasts?
No.
Just memes?
Memes and then videos.
Hey, this Martin. Martin says 3 months isn't realistic. 6 to 12 months is realistic, and 18 months before a vaccine is available. Yeah, there's a lot of unknowns here, and with all this isolation and stuff, it's gonna be a weird place to be. It's kind of like being in prison, but with power, you have Netflix, and internet, you have Netflix, and there's things you can do, ways to entertain yourself. White Dog 17 says, "What a shocker. Rogan only has his friends because we are in quarantine." Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. So yeah, you did some songs. You did a song yesterday. How's your... You gotta...
Look at my face. I look sleepy.
Why do you keep staring at yourself? Is that all you're doing? Is just staring at yourself like it's a mirror?
I'm reading the comments, and then when you scroll up, I saw my face and I look sleepy.
Yeah, well, look at you now. Because there's a delay. What we're seeing is a delay. Martin says, "So forget travel for 18 months. Sunshine in the City says, "Malaria pills work, vitamin C works, vaccine damages the DNA." Oh, God, anti-vaxxer. Yeah, so, okay. I want to see all the people that aren't going to take this vaccine. I want to see all these anti-vaxxers finally step up and say, "Nope, I'm not taking the vaccine and I'm not giving it to my kid." Solomon Cruz says, "How's your PLDT been? Reliable mostly?" Yes. Knock on wood. PLDT has been great. Also, Noreko. Knock on wood. Also, Noreko has been fantastic because we haven't had brownouts in
Yep.
a long
I
time.
think, yeah. When was the last brownout? Last year?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. We'll still have. We had like all day one. Well, 8-hour one like a couple months ago, but we haven't had like the little brownouts all the time. Yeah, they're starting to use chloroquine on some health workers in New York for preventive measures. Yeah, they got to. I guess you got to do whatever you got to do, and yeah. Otherwise, the stuff keeps coming. Somebody asked, is solar power available in the Philippines? Yes, it is. The only problem is the batteries are made in China, and the batteries suck, especially in a tropical environment. So if it's a boy, what's the name gonna be?
I don't know. You want to name the baby after the characters in your game?
Like,
Zane?
Zane, yes, Zane from Borderlands 3. What about a girl?
Amara?
Amara, which
You
is
said-
also from Borderlands 3. Yeah, it's not a good game, but they got cool names for the characters. All right. So, also, you've been cooking, and we've been trying to stay busy. I went over that stuff yesterday. We've been watching movies. We saw Joker. What did you think of Joker?
It's very good.
What was
He's
so-
a very good actor.
What was great about it?
Is it the cast or the movie itself?
I don't know. You tell me. What was great about? What was good about Joker?
He's a very good actor. That he did very well. I don't know. My
You
brain's
getting
not
nosebleed?
working.
I'm torturing my wife right now. How's that nosebleed working out for you? What about Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? That's another one we watched.
What?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I forgot.
We watched it 2
about
nights ago, honey.
What about it?
What'd you think of that movie?
I forgot what it is.
Remember the 2 guys are traveling and they... Okay, never mind.
What?
All right, so that's basically it. That's our live stream. Look at your hair. What are you doing with your hair? What about Bob? What about Bob? Yeah, I should watch that. So anyways, hope everybody is well. Thanks again to Daryl and Richard. I'll be emailing you guys. Stay well, stay safe. And this is Ned.
Chichai.
And maybe we'll see you next time on My Philippine Dreams. Bye.
Bye.